Imagine waking up one morning, the sunlight gently streaming through your window, and you find yourself genuinely thrilled to start the day. Your mind feels sharp and focused. A sense of calm well-being frames every thought. You step out of bed with clarity, purpose, and quiet excitement, a sense that you are living life rather than just passing through it. Now, what if the secret to this vibrant and empowered existence isn't locked away in some enormous transformation, but rather is woven into the fabric of your everyday actions? Most of us grow up searching for life-changing events, the magical solution or sudden burst of motivation that will launch us into a better version of ourselves. Yet, history, science, and countless personal stories argue for a different approach. Sustainable change is crafted, not in dramatic moments, but in the incremental power of small habits. Today, as you prepare for restful sleep, let's take a transformative journey into the science and soul of habit building, because this is truly the ultimate secret to lasting, meaningful change. Consider James Clear, best-selling author and world-renowned productivity expert. He wasn't always celebrated for his insight. In high school, James suffered a life-altering baseball injury, leaving him hospitalized for months. His facial bones shattered and his goal of athletic glory obliterated, at least temporarily. The path back was slow and humbling. No dramatic turning points, just the grind of daily physical therapy. The emotional battle with lost confidence and the weight of starting over. But here's where his story takes an instructive turn. Instead of searching for a miracle cure, James embraced the astonishing leverage of tiny habits. He committed to simple routines, getting out of bed on time, making his bed every day, reading just 10 pages before sleep. On paper, these seemed insignificant. In practice, they rebuilt his sense of control and agency, one micro-action at a time. Eventually, James returned not only to playing baseball, but excelling at it. More importantly, these lessons became the backbone of Atomic Habits, a book that has empowered millions to move from inaction to transformation using the smallest, most achievable daily steps. His story is a vivid reminder. Small habits can repair, restore, and remake an entire life. Why are habits so powerful? Habit formation isn't just folk wisdom, it's hardwired into your brain. At MIT, neuroscientists identified that the brain encodes behaviors into a cue, gives routine, gives reward loop. Each day, about 40% of everything you do is the result of habits, not conscious decisions. This means your habits, for better or worse, are running the show with minimal effort or willpower. When you learn to intentionally direct these autopilot behaviors, installing positive habits like daily movement, gratitude journaling, or even just making your bed, you literally reshape how your mind operates. Over time, these actions compound, delivering exponential benefits across all areas of life. This is why willpower is overrated. When your environment and routines nudge you gently toward your goals, persistence becomes almost effortless. Success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. James Clear. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Will Durant, paraphrasing Aristotle. Neuroscientist Wendy Wood, a leading authority from USC, explains that habits aren't just about what you do. They free up your precious mental resources. Every time you automate a positive task, you clear your cognitive bandwidth for creative problem-solving, deep focus, and emotional resilience. Instead of grinding through repeated decisions, you access a flow state more easily, supporting everything from career performance to meaningful relationships. Motivation gets you going, but habit keeps you growing. The secret to your future is hidden in your daily routine. If you swap unhelpful routines for constructive ones, you're not just improving isolated moments, you're fundamentally unlocking your potential, bit by bit, every single day. Real-life transformation, 1% better, every day. Let's consider a remarkable real-world example. British cycling. Once a lackluster team with a century of underperformance. When Dave Brailsford took charge, he harnessed the power of the aggregation of marginal gains, seeking just a 1% improvement in hundreds of tiny areas, from nutrition to sleep schedules to bike ergonomics. The result? In just a few years, British cyclists dominated the Olympics and Tour de France, stacking world records and medals in the process. Here's the math. If you get just 1% better every day, by the end of 1 year, you'll be nearly 37 times better. This isn't motivational fluff. It's exponential growth, driven by small, consistent action. Practical strategies to build life-changing habits. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. In fact, trying to do so usually backfires. The art is in starting so small you can't fail, and letting momentum take over. Start tiny. Instead of 1 hour at the gym, try 5 minutes of stretching or walking. When you consistently show up, you build trust with yourself. Habit stacking. Attach your new habit to an existing one. For instance, meditate right after brushing your teeth or write a gratitude note after your morning coffee. Celebrate tiny wins. Every time you complete a habit, recognize it. This could be a mental good job, a tick on your calendar, or a small, healthy treat. The positive feedback keeps you coming back. Track progress. Use a journal, a habit tracker, or a simple checklist. Seeing your streak grow is hugely motivating. It also lets you spot patterns and areas for improvement. Be patient. A 2009 study in the European Journal of Social Psychology found it takes an average of 66 days for a new habit to stick. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes longer. So don't get discouraged if things feel slow at the start. Master your environment. Don't just rely on willpower. Set up your space for success. If you want to eat healthier, make nutritious foods visible and accessible. If you want to read more, place a book on your pillow. The power of sleep rituals. Your evening routine can be a game changer for physical and emotional well-being. Harvard research confirms that people with consistent pre-sleep rituals, like gentle stretching, reflection, and deep breathing, fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper, more restorative rest. Add 1 or 2 purposeful habits to your wind-down time. Journal 3 things you're grateful for. Read a page of uplifting wisdom, or simply savor a mindful breath. This not only enhances your sleep, but also anchors the sense of progress and peace you're building throughout the day. Every time you complete a new habit, you cast a vote for the person you are becoming. If you want to identify as a fit person, every walk is a decision in that direction. Want to be a writer? Every sentence penned is a brick in your new reality. Over time, these votes accumulate, and soon, your habits aren't just what you do, they become who you are. You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. John C. Maxwell. As you lay your head down tonight, reflect. What's the tiniest step you can take tomorrow? A habit so small, it feels almost laughable. Start there. Remember, magnificent change doesn't require dramatic effort. The person you want to become is built. One choice at a time, one day at a time. Let the gentle echo of this truth guide you to restful sleep and even brighter tomorrows. You have the power to reinvent yourself, brick by brick, habit by habit. Ready to transform your life, one positive habit at a time. Subscribe for more nightly motivation and inspiration. Tell us in the comments, what's one habit you'll start tomorrow? Share your journey so we can support and grow together. Sleep well, dream big, and let your new story begin.